Miami has it all. The greatest football team.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. Some other fellas, they been seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Scarpio quickly into the hands of Waddle. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Red, green, jack, yellow, 43.
Back to throw. Moving to his right. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard.
Steel, black, smack, red, needle, blue. Claws, red. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
10 black. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Forced out wide. All the way across the field to the left, and somehow it's complete. A big-time play for the Dolphins. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Red, 38. Hut.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Devon Achane. Touchdown Miami. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins 7, Jets 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he will dive into the end zone. 94 yards. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Jets will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Madden. Let's go. Black Ultra. 60 red. 60 red. Black shot. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot.
Here we go.
I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
52 blue. Green jack. Drill green. Steel black.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. An even 40 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively. After giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap, to bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
33, yellow. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's to Gray, open on the left side.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this Then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. When I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Okay, Frank.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drive. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Back to the air once more on second down. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The rookie from Texas orchestrating things well. It is a first down.
First down, Jets.
Here's first and 10. Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly, another first down. They bring the tight end in motion. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw taken in. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. To the air one more time. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Red 38.
Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Field, black. Come on, set. Pause, red. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield.
Incomplete.
And it'll be 3rd down.
It's a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Yellow, set, ready. Yellow, 22. Green jack. Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Awkward looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
This is intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans and his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Rail. Claws red. Yellow. 43. Smash. Red. Set. Hut.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for help. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Black shot. Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
Back to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jets. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Blue strike. Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down. Big gain for the Jets there. That's a pickup of 75 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
No gain on the play.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal?
19,
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. The gun, he'll throw, and this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. And 9, Mitchell, touchdown, New York. TD grab of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Let's go. 45. Throw. Right shot. Hut.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready. Eat old blue. 33. Yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Rolling right. Now he'll run it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. This is 3rd and 6.
Set. 60 red. Ready?
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. He'll return it from the 11. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away.
Blue striker. Here we go. Blue 32. Roster 6. Hut, hut.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's over the middle. Caught by Tyree. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
15 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
To the air now on first and 10. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Come on. Set.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's HN. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Hey, ready, set.
Here's a designed run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Forced out wide. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing now on third and long. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Complete. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big one there to start the second half. It gained 78 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinals.
Here's a run. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
From back at the 5, here now third and goal.
Here we go.
That's caught out wide on the RPO. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Pause, red. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball You've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, set, cut.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Set, cut. Ready, ready.
Now, this looks like a design run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup with 5 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Now they'll set up to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Back to the air one more time. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down. Base getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They were able to stop that one for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
60 bucks. Hey, 60. Check this. Tracking 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Slot man in motion left. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again.
A 30-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Jets are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 52 blaster. Red, cycle. Hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Come on, set. Pause, 10 flat. Fly through. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
He'll get this out wide. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
On the set.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Jets. Point after. Coming up here. The kick is good. And the Jets are back within 6.
44. Jets 38.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own
11-yard line. Fight, white. Set, ready. Black, blaster, 6. 6, mega. Hut.
To the air now on first and 10. Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
On the
Now,
set.
a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Come on,
The
set.
Dolphins are
Ready.
lining up.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. To throw here to begin the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8, and he's past the 40-yard line.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spend 60 racks on a camouflage girl.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Rush to his left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
Here's a give to HN. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7.
Down. 50, green, set.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6, and instead just resulting in that turnover. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, they need 7.
Let's go. Set.
Once again, it's HN. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Set. Black shot. Black. 95. Hut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's first down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now, on second and long. Out to his right, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it's third down.
Throwing now on third and long. Going up top. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
At the 34-yard line.
It's a win for the Dolphins. And his long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.